afternoon and welcome to another segment of Off the Cuff with Deb. I'm here live at the Staged Homes Real Estate Office located at 335 Main Street in Vista, California, where we offer free professional home staging. Today I'm going to talk about home staging as it pertains to an entire home. Usually we'll do segments on bathroom remodels, living rooms, exterior, but today I want you to see from beginning to end how we can take one home and transform it into this magnificent showcase. So I've got a property that we listed here on Montgomery Avenue in Cardiff. This was actually a twin home, had previously won Home and Garden's Home of the Year and was on the front page of that magazine. However, when we saw the property, of course that was 20 years previous, the entire decor has completely changed, and what a buyer finds interesting and really to market didn't look the same as it did 20 years prior. And you'll see by the pictures that we're going to showcase up front. So when we walked in, I want to show you how staging did make all the difference in this home. HUD staged homes sell as much as 4 times faster and 20% more, as was the case with this home where we received over 100 buyers, guests that came through the property with 5 offers, still the highest sold comp in the neighborhood. And you're going to see from the first photo here, you're going to see a red brick kind of choppy cutout fireplace. Now, in its day, that was actually a very unique and artsy fireplace for that type of a home, but it didn't set well with us for today's market where a buyer really wants a neutral palette where they can add the colors themselves. Not to mention the fact that when you walked into the living room in this house, your eyes actually stopped at the red brick. And to a buyer that says work, what am I going to do with this space? What am I going to do with this fireplace? It's very taste specific and it's also color specific. So what we did is we actually transformed the entire fireplace, which is something that our design team does for you for free, where we can come in and offer you a free consultation on how you can actually maximize your equity by making some simple updates to a home, as is the case with this property. Take a look at the photo where you now see a fireplace that is streamlined in a neutral palette with shells to showcase the magnificent panoramic ocean views, which you missed in the first picture. So huge difference that made for that space. Now the next one, believe it or not, this was actually lived in by the owner. Same house, this was their formal dining room. Of course, he's a single guy, doesn't really need a formal dining room, but a buyer can't see that empty space. We say in real estate that a vacant home is a vacant response, as was the case in this particular space, which should have been designed as a dining room, separate dining room table that overlooked the ocean views. If you take a look at the photos proceeding, you're going to see this magnificent, welcoming dining room set that now showcases the ocean views because it actually sits up above the living room. Now, the master bedroom was, just a typical master bedroom. One thing that I always say with staging is staging is not created equal. And it's not just enough to stage a home. You actually need professional wide-angle photos. If you take a look at this photo in the master bedroom of this home, which by the way was really cool, to go upstairs in this house, you actually crossed over a glass bridge. The only room upstairs was a small office and this master bedroom. It almost felt like a Cinderella story. So when you were downstairs and you looked up on the ceiling, you actually saw the glass bridge that entered into this master suite. But what you don't see in this photo is the magnificent ocean views. So take a look at the photo that's proceeding, and you're going to see these magnificent ocean views, a circular room, which is actually what this room was, and then we just dressed it up with a little bit of icing. But it was the photograph really that made all the difference in this room, as you can see. Now take a look at the master bath. Now this is an old, outdated bathroom. Again, in its day, had won Home of the Year on the cover of Home and Garden magazine, but 15 years later, it needed some updating. So typically today, one of the things that was real popular is these vessel sinks. We take out the builder mirrors and we put in actually 2 designer mirrors, both of which were less than $100. For $650, we were able to transform this bathroom. And as you can see, the pictures are night and day. What you're gonna see before and what you're gonna see when we do the staging is gonna make all the difference in this master bath. And this home, again, received 5 offers the first weekend at our open house debut, still the highest sold comp in that area for a twin home. Now, the last photo that you're going to see here is another bathroom, powder room downstairs. What we simply did for $350 was frame out a builder grade mirror, kept the cabinets, put some tile from Home Depot that matched the color palette for that home, and put in a vessel sink. Made all the difference in that home. If you're interested in hearing more about how we can improve your equity, Give us a call, send us a message, share this page, like our page for weekly updates on our before and after transformations that not only work for staging to sell, but also for living. Living in a beautifully updated home, and a lot of times today in today's market, you don't want to sell. You're ready to do some updates. If you need our team to come in for a free staging consultation, staging to live or staging to sell, send me a message and we'll be happy to do that. Thank you so much for joining us live with Off the Cuff with Deb. Look forward to next week.